Good morning from Hunterdon County, New Jersey. If you mail something here, you send it to Stockton, which is about 15 minutes from here. Have a little coffee there on a Saturday morning. I am at the house that my partner Frank and I have in rural New Jersey. And when I say rural, that's what I mean. New Jersey is a gorgeous state. For decades, it has been the brunt of late-night comedians' jokes and many people. Regionally, we have stereotypes about different parts of the country. And New Jersey, people seem to think is Newark and Trenton and the urban areas, but it's called the Garden State for a reason. Once you get out of the cities, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. We've got this house. I wanted to show you the woods and have the woods behind me, but the angle of the sun this morning is such that I'm just a shadow if I turn the iPad around. That's a new thing too. I've never made a video with an iPad, so I'm giving that a try. Trying new things. No bells and whistles. I used to want to be like all sort of polished and professional. I don't know if I ever achieved that, but that's not certainly what this kind of video is about. It's just to tell you about the day and being out here in the countryside. It's gorgeous. I took a bus up last night from Port Authority to New Hope. New Hope is in Pennsylvania. It's 20 minutes from here, and it's just on the other side of the river. But I took a bus. Transbridge was the name of it. I didn't even know they had them. 45 minutes late, and at one point on the bus, my iPhone, I lost reception, and I still don't have it. It just has said searching. I was supposed to do a podcast this morning with my co-host Rick Rose, who is in Shreveport, Louisiana. And I can't because I use the phone as a hotspot. That's how I get online out here. I mean, I can go online with my iPad, obviously. But in terms of using my desktop, I got to have a hotspot. And I don't have one because my iPhone isn't working. And I reset it. I took the SIM card out. I did all this stuff. It's not happening. So it's going to a Verizon store. I synced it with my Mac yesterday. I think that may have done something. Something got, tweaked there. But anyways, this part of New Jersey is beautiful. It's called the Garden State for a reason because it's very garden-like. We've got snow all over the ground. Every time of year is gorgeous here, really. I lived in California. I've lived lots of places. Born in Mississippi, raised in Indiana. It's just too much to tell you. But I lived in Southern California for a long time, and then I moved here 20 years ago to New York City. I love the East Coast. I like the change of seasons, and they're very vivid. They're tangible. You can feel the seasons change here. And today there's supposed to be a big snowstorm, so I'm getting this done before you find me in a bank of snow, because that's how people around here react. It's a big news story. The news is 24/7 now, and there's got to be some big story. It's either a fake deaf interpreter at the Mandela funeral, or Beyonce, of course, dropped. Do they still call them albums? I don't know. She dropped something and didn't tell anybody, and it's a huge story, and she's changed the music industry forever. So, I guess good for her. But the big weather story is this storm that's coming. I've been in some storms here. We were in a blackout during Hurricane Sandy last year. We lived below 34th Street, and we were in a blackout. I was taking showers at work because they had a gym. But anyways, I'm veering off track here. Beautiful part of the country, and I hear gunshots all day here because there's a gun club down the road, and there's deers everywhere. You're much more likely to see deer on the road than people, and I like that. I discovered my country boy inner self when I met Frank. It was his. I mean, it's our house now. We're married, but it was his house that he inherited from his grandmother. We're not, flush with millions of dollars. The property was inherited, but I love it here. And you just drive into Stockton, stop at the Stockton Farmers Market, which has been around for about 3 years now. It's great, and it's packed. The Stockton Inn. There's so much history here, and then if you can walk across the bridge. There's a bridge that goes from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. You can walk across that bridge, and you're in Pennsylvania. And stop at Dilly Burgers. I'll give them a shout out. Best burger place, roadside burger place that I've been to. I think they're closed now. They close in the winter. And then you can head on into New Hope, which I love. I did a travel piece for our podcast, which is Cafe Blab on SoundCloud. Did a piece for that a couple weeks ago from Rehoboth and Bethany Beach. And I would compare New Hope and Rehoboth, even though they're totally different. Rehoboth is a beach town, completely different geography, but very artistic and very everything friendly. Not just, gay, LGBT friendly. It's everything friendly. It's a gorgeous place. And I find it very peaceful here. The stress leaves me as soon as I leave Manhattan. So I'm just going to recommend it. That's going to be my podcast for today. I'm not going to get, political or cultural on this one. It's ripe for it, but I'm not going to do it. So come on out here. If you're a New York City dweller or you live in the area, it's so easy to get here, and you're going to love it, and you're going to want to come back. And I get to come back pretty much every weekend because we have a house here, and then we head back into the city, and it's all that beehive vibe, So I'm going to go now, get back into the house, get ready for the big snowstorm of the century. They all are. And I will be back the next time. Thanks.